Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Mysticall. Today I'm bringing you another Monk Monday, I think number 23. For those of you who don't know what that is, pretty much you send me clips, videos, VODs, anything at any MMR, send them to this email, and I review them. Hopefully we learn something together. That's pretty much it. That's the point. Something I enjoy doing, so feel free. The more you guys send to me, the more I can do this. It's all on you guys. Just send them to me, and I'm happy to review any clips you have. Today we have Lyvie from Silvermoon EU, and we have a playlist of videos, about 5. Again, you can send me as many as you want, and he says that they are stuck in the 1700s, and rogue mage comps give us the most trouble. They give a lot of people trouble, including myself. So let's see if we got some games. Let's see. Oh, you also mentioned I could just mute it. So today we have Fire Mage Assassination Rogue versus, I think that was a Death Knight Mistweaver. So let's see where I see that you're playing Crucible Flame Major, which is good. You're targeting your Death Knight. So basically for your kill target, I think you want to kill the Rogue, but most of the time it's gonna be the Mage, because the Rogue can just like run away, vanish, peel for himself. So even though you want to kill the Rogue, because you know he's melee and he's gonna be on top of you on your Death Knight, you're probably gonna wind up killing the Mage most of the time. Your talents are good. Now, as far as gear and stuff goes, Safeguard is probably a safe choice. They can kill you. Now, the only rule versus this pretty much is perfect. The only rule versus this pretty much is if they're on your Death Knight and they use like Vendetta, then you need to trinket the blind. But if they're on you, you need to trinket for Vendetta, pretty much. So it depends on if they're on you or not. It's definitely very difficult. Your Death Knight needs to know, because what they're going to try to do in this opener is they're going to try to sap the Death Knight, kidney shot you, while the Mage is probably getting G-Pies on your DK or yourself. So just make sure that's a sick mount. Okay, so yep, here we go. There's the G-Pie. Blind on you. So there's one G-Pie, and you're blinded. No cooldowns have been popped yet. AMS, okay. AMS from your Death Knight. Also, just a suggestion, maybe, okay, maybe they spell stole the Renewing Mist, but make sure you keep the Renewing Mist on them, on your Death Knight. I can see you have, I hate that you can see the bottom bar here. I can see that you have 2 charges of Renewing Mist, so just make sure you keep it on yourself and your Death Knight as often as you can. There's a G-Pie right there. We couldn't Ring of Peace. Actually, we potentially probably could have Ring of Peace it. I think you're trying to. Yeah, but you get blinded. Okay, so that's one G-Pie. Now your Death Knight can Death Strike if he has the runic power. He doesn't have any. I don't think he has any runic power right now. No, he has none, so he can't heal back from the Death Strike. There's a full poly on you, and so what just happened is they got a poly on you, which is kind of unfortunate because it looks like your Death Knight still has Pet Kick, and I want to say probably still has Mind Freeze because I didn't see him use it. But we just overlapped everything. There's no AMS, there's no IBF, you have no Trinket, and now you have no Cocoon. So I think you just overlapped. Trinket is the most important cooldown in this matchup. So anything would have been better than to overlap with IBF. So right about here, when this guy's, oh, I guess it right out of blind, right? Normally you could pre-cocoon, but okay. IBF, no Trinket. So we're gonna see. We got the double leg sweep. They both Trinket. Maledict on the Fire Mage. Good Dispel or good Disarm on the Assassination Rogue there, and Zen Focus T. Okay. So now the name of the game is to line. Also, you haven't used any of your stacks of Crucible Flame Major, so that might be a good idea to use. Okay, kidney shot into a full poly. That's kind of unfortunate. Hopefully we can Death Strike. Yeah, there was one, but I think there's Revival. Good AMZ as well. Do we have Ring of Peace? I see you're spamming one button. Ring of Peace, good. It might get kicked here. Yep. Crucible. Yeah, that's, if you win this, you're actually a legend, but living at point, maybe. Oh my god. So actually there was right here I didn't mention it because I didn't think it was going to be that big a deal. But right here, I don't know if we get block. Yeah, so we get block here. You use Zen Focus T right when the mage goes into ice block and while the rogue is disarmed. So usually you use disarm when you get kicked on the rogue, so that when you're locked out, it really doesn't, you know, have that much of an impact on how much damage it can do. So this overlap right here is a little bit more important than even the trinket cocoon, just because of how the game ended. But yeah, for the most part, what you want to do is, if like your Death Knight was at 100%, right? Zen Focus T, we pop Zen Focus T here. So pretty much what this should look like is you should go for a cast to heal your Death Knight, and if you get kicked by the rogue or the mage, then you disarm the rogue, and it stops a ton of their damage, and you still have Zen Focus T in the end. Instead, we disarm the rogue, and then we also use Zen Focus T, so then we have nothing if we get kicked, if that makes sense. Because like right around here when we get kicked, I don't believe we have disarm. Yeah, we have no disarm, nothing. One thing you potentially could have done is you have 2 charges of Crucible Flame here down at the bottom. I'll wait for the little scrub thing to go away. Not working. You could see 2 stacks of Crucible Flame here. You can actually use that for healing when you're locked out. So there's, I don't know how much of a, I don't know if, you know, your Death Knight would have lived, but it could have possibly kept him alive long enough to maybe get another Death Strike or something. And I don't think we had Cocoon towards the end here. So, yeah. But overall, this game, just make sure, especially if you're in voice, to coordinate your cooldowns, especially when you're going to use your trinket. Because you can use Life Cocoon pretty much whenever, if your Death Knight is in trouble or gets low. But it's your trinket that's the most important thing. And then Zen Focus T and Disarm, really good talents. I like those talents a lot. But just make sure you kind of use them separately and don't stack them, because you're kind of achieving the same thing. When you get kicked, you want to disarm the rogue or whatever melee. Let's say this is a rogue mage, you just disarm the melee. And then if they have kicks, you can just use Zen Focus T after that. So I really like this playlist, by the way. This makes it so much easier. All right, we got Assassination Rogue, Resto Druid, Crucible Flame Major, loving it. And normally kill is on the rogue. Disarm, short port, Chrysalis, good talents. I'm really digging this mount. Is this another alliance only mount? All right, real talk. Back. Focus up. All right, looks like your Death Knight is sapped. They're gonna go you. So immediately, what I would do, you see this claw right here? That's the new trinket. If we can't get Dispel, I would probably wall. Yeah, if they're going to go you with the claw, I would immediately just press Fortifying Brew or Disarm. I see that you're playing Disarm. You can play Fortify. You can press Fortifying Brew or Disarm here. Either one works. Okay. You get sucked back. That's your safeguard, which is okay. And you port far away. Great. Make sure you dispel the poisons off yourself. So what you want to do is you want to dispel mostly to get rid of this right here. This is wound poison. It reduces the amount of healing on you by, I believe, 30%. It might be 25, but I think it's 30. And so you want to dispel that as fast as you can. Perfect dispel. Okay, you read my mind. Great. Roll away. Great roll. Rogue's back on top of you. You have Ring of Peace that you could still use. You can use Disarm, and I think you still have Fortifying Brew. So let's see. Ring of Peace. Yeah, don't panic. There's Cocoon. The Cocoon's also fine. Again, though, it looks like you have a Mally ticking on you. You could see it with this little, I don't know how to explain it, darker green on your nameplate. So dispel that ASAP, because it's just going to absorb healing. Good. And the good thing is that, as a monk at least, if they shot it again, they shot their second Maledict, you can use your revival that you have to dispel a second one. Great. Barkskin from the Druid there. Rogue is still committed to you. Start cutting towards your port now. You're starting to get a little out of range of your port. I think your port is over here. Oh, no, it's right here. Okay, just saw it. So the problem, and it might not be a big deal, but the problem with this port right here is if you port right now and this guy has Shadow Step, he can actually Shadow Step to your port. So always try to reposition your port completely LOS when DPS are training you, and it's really good if you could just keep replacing it over and over. One, to confuse DPS, and two, so that they can't, you know, immediately get back on top of you. All right, this is good. Good roll away. Perfect. Cutting away from your port is great. Looks like we were committing to the death to the Druid. Was that Thunder Focus Tea? No, that wasn't Thunder Focus Tea, right? Okay, good. Doing damage here. There's Ursul's Vortex. Stun on you. There's Trinket, or no, that was Trinket, not Human. Okay. We're doing okay. You have Mana Tea. So the one thing, actually, your mana's fine, so I don't even think you need to Mana Tea. And then, yeah, oh, okay, Incap. Yeah. All right, we'll see how this plays out. Because usually rolling into the DPS or into the team isn't that good, but if you get the double leg sweep, it is kind of worth it. Good. Oh my god, huge damage on the rogue there. Innovate's almost down on the Resto Druid. Bomb. You should have Ring of Peace. Great. And we also have AMS. Your Death Knight also has AMS, so they're not in too much. You're not in too much trouble. 87% mana. So now we're looking. Or you're at 87% mana. So now we're looking for a Mana Tea relatively soon. Maybe within 3 or 4%. We're at 85% mana. That's a pretty good time to start using Mana Tea. Just so you say pretty healthy on mana. So replace your port. Good. You also want to try to heal up a Crypt Stalker right here. But so far so good. Looking for that Mana Tea. But yeah, good damage on the Assassination Rogue here. Swapping over to the Druid maybe? No. Okay. That's fine. Incap breaks. It's kind of expected. When I play with the Death Knight, I almost never incap just because their dots are like really important to them. So I almost never incap. Now I'm not saying don't ever incap, but for the most part, you kind of want them to have their dots. So right now, this is actually a good excuse me. This is actually a good time to freeze. You can see that the Druid or the Rogue is sprinting at you right now, like sprinting, and you have Disarm. I wish this Scrubber thing didn't show. I don't know. It's kind of annoying. I don't think. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. You have Disarm, and you have Port. So there's two things you can do right now. If you had Ring of Peace, there's a third thing you can Ring of Peace on yourself. But what you can do is this Rogue doesn't have Trinket for another 7 seconds, so you can Disarm before he starts attacking you, or you can just Port away. You also have Fortifying Brew, so there's another thing you can do before he starts swapping to you, because it's pretty obvious that this guy's gonna go you. Yeah, so he's gonna go you. Perfect. Good. Port away. Good. And there you go. Nice. Nice. Great. Almost got another stack. Probably the kill here, right? If you get a kick on the Druid or anything. You can even leg sweep soon. Ring of Peace the next cast. Great. Yep. Nice stun there. Oh, I know you're using that leg sweep macro. That's awesome. Good. And we're just doing damage here. Be careful. Oh, okay. Be careful, because I've died many a times to just... Oh, great port. I've died many a times to being over aggressive, but that damage was good. So right here, again, you don't have port now, and now the rogue is on top of you. What you can do is you can use Disarm, and you can use Fortifying Brew. Those two. You have two things you can do right before he stuns you. Either one works, but he'll trinket this Disarm. No? Surprising. But yeah. Cheap shot on you. Garrote. Cocoon is okay. I think you... Oh, no, you don't have port for another 2 seconds. Okay. And then, again, you have Maledict ticking on you. Right here. But you just kill... You just hit that guy for 75,000. So, what do I know? Yeah, no, this is a very well-played game. Very well played. Everything about that game was pretty good, actually. Very, very good. I guess the only thing is try to use Disarm more. That's the only thing. Disarm is pretty good before stuns or if you get kicked. So I think that was the first time you used Disarm. I might be wrong, but I think that was the first time you used Disarm in that game. So just use that more. It stops a lot of their damage, like almost all of it. So, all right, here we go. Let me see these talents. So we're playing Grapple Weapon, Zen Focus Tea, Counteract Magic. 3 very good talents versus this team. Very good. I like it. I wouldn't mind if you play Counteract or Eminence instead of Counteract Magic, but Counteract Magic is good because they're probably playing the minor of Crucible Flame. So and that works with counteract magic. All right, so we got the statue down. Starts casting Soothing Mist. Good. We got statue down. Casting on your Death Knight. Don't be afraid, because it's not going to be a mana war. Don't be afraid to just throw out also an Enveloping Mist on your Death Knight. You know, don't be afraid to just get really pre-hot your Death Knight. All right. Oh, okay. All right. So now this is a situation. It looks like they're going to go you. So you're going to need a lot of help from your Death Knight. A lot of help. I can guarantee you this Mage is probably going to pop out in this corner right here, casting G-Pie. And your Druid or your Death Knight needs to do a lot. Needs to do a lot here. He's going to need to use his Mind Freeze and Pet Kick to stop CC and damage. He's also going to use AMZ on you. So we're going to see how this goes. Oh, wow. Okay. So is your... Okay, your Death Knight's sapped. Your Death Knight needs to trinket this. 110%. I know that it's awkward and weird, but he needs to trinket this, grip this G-Pie before this guy blinks too far away for him to stop. Otherwise, you're gonna get one shot. Okay, so that was trinket, which I don't mind because that was Vendetta, and this is a G-Pie, so you should probably port away. Port as soon as he gets to you. They broke through Cocoon, but that's kind of expected. And good Zen Focus Tea here. They both have their kicks. Good port. Dispel. Now this guy's coming around the corner right here. Ring a piece right here. Because if you ring a piece too late and you ring a piece right here, he's going to be able to step to you if he still has it. So yeah, be careful. And then dispel as often as you can. Revival. I don't think you actually do. So something you can do even right here. So if your Death Knight is in range, which is I think Revival is 30 yards, so you'll know if he's out of range if this is grayed out or whatever. But it's not. So your Death Knight is in range right now and he's LOS. What you can do is you can actually use Revival, even though you're behind the pillar, and even though he's right here, he's in range, and you can actually Revival his poly. Yeah, I do it all the time. If I'm out of position, or if my Demon Hunter or teammates are out of position, most of the time it's the Demon Hunter. And then you can also incap this Rogue, but it looks like you're gonna get the kill on the Mage. That's a G-Pie, a little bit scary, but I think we recover fine. Get kicked. You can use your Crucible Flame stack to heal you, but I don't think you're gonna need to when the Mage dies. No, that's how it goes. Besides the beginning where it was a little awkward, where your Death Knight could have, trinket probably wasn't worth it. But if they were going a little bit harder with and they were following up Combust, if that Mage wasn't casting a second G-Pie and went for Combust, it was going to be a lot of trouble. But good, yeah, and good trinket there with Vendetta because they were on you. It's very important. Vendetta is more, in my opinion, Vendetta is scarier than Combust. Oh, also we didn't see AMZ from your Death Knight. I don't think so. I don't think you needed it, but just remember you also have AMZ, which is good for Combust. Trinket, if they're sitting on you and you're playing with a Death Knight, Trinket Vendetta, AMZ for Combust. That's like normally what we do. Alright, what do we got here? Windwalker Holy Pally. This is hard. This is very hard. So this is nice. The only yeah, this is good. The only recommendation is maybe play Tire's Lust instead of Chi Torpedo, because this guy's a slow, but this is gonna be hard. The Pally has freedoms, so your Death Knight's Chains of Ice really aren't gonna be that helpful if they're trying to train you down, and they do a lot of damage. Windwalkers counter Death Knights pretty heavily, so the name of the game for this is it's gonna be a lot of swapping. But I think eventually we're going to try to kill the Holy Pally. It should be the name of the game. The Pally has bops, but you can do damage. Your Death Knight can do damage and kick through bops. So, and Pallies also can't, use Blessing of Sacrifice on themselves. So this is, I would say go Pally, and they're probably going to go you. Yeah. With double freedoms, it's very hard for the Windwalker to get off of you. But that's Touch of Death from the Windwalker. It looks like we just rolled away. I thought I saw leg sweep, but maybe not. Good. Now we're kiting towards the port. Yeah, good. All right, good. We're going towards the Pally. Okay, so we're out of range of our port right now. I can see that because this little icon is grayed out. So what I would have done, maybe if I were you, is right here, you know, heal up, but place your port right here. You know, you can see that the Windwalkers port is right here. So it's not on top of yours, but it's close. If you just place your port here, now one, he has no idea where you ported to, and two, it's like relatively far away. So maybe replace your port, you know, next time you get the chance. Good incap on the Fist of Fury there. Roll and port. It's not bad. Oliver's chasing after you. And then probably gonna have to, there's the port. Good roll. Doing a pretty good job. Nice grip from your Death Knight there. This is Wings from the Pally. It's almost down. And then I think we just ran into eyes. No. Okay. Hodge full. So now they look like they're going to your Death Knight. They kind of gave up on you. And so far so good. Ring of Peace there. That's nice because now they don't have it for you. Okay, what are we using it for? He has port on top of yours, but it should be a longer cooldown. So far so good. I'm trying to see what we have. We have Incap right now, and we also have Leg Sweep, and we also have Ring of Peace. So wait to use your Leg Sweep until after Fist of Fury, so you don't Leg Sweep into Fist of Fury. And then you just saw that the Windwalker used Ring of Peace, so you can use your Ring of Peace freely now and not be bothered that he's going to Ring of Peace your Ring of Peace. And then Incap is really good for Fist of Fury. So if you want, what you can do, you know, because this guy's pushing for Hodge, if this guy starts fisting, Incap, Leg Sweep, Ring of Peace away, and roll. That's what you can do. So here's a super DR Leg Sweep on you. If this guy fists, Incap it, Leg Sweep. Okay. Incap was good. Now you can Leg Sweep both of them. Leg Sweep would be perfect right now because they have no trinkets and they're off DR. So yeah, definitely go for the Leg Sweep here. Okay, awkward port, it's okay. Ring of Peace is fine. Yep, perfect. Good placement. Really good to get on that corner of the pillar so that they can't Ring of Peace your Ring of Peace and then you get punished for it. Perfect damage on the Pally there. Okay, Leg Sweep there. That's not bad. Usually want to try to go for the doubles, but that's okay. Thunder Focus T, what do we use? There's Fist of Fury. We're just healing up. That was also Mana Tea. Really good use of Mana Tea. Again, yeah, it's roughly around the 85%, 87% where you want to use your Mana Tea because you're kind of gaining mana even though you're using it. It's hard to explain, but like really good time to use it. Good port away, roll away, and you get rooted. So this is the only time where I feel like Tiger's List is pretty good is for these spam roots on you, which is like really annoying. But try to replace your port here. It'd be a good idea to like place your port and then roll away. And then we have Ring of Peace now here. So you can Ring of Peace him off the ledge here. We have port. I wouldn't freak out here. You could just port off. Hodge, you're okay. Just port off. Perfect. Touch of Death. Okay, that's fine. Good Ring of Peace. I don't mind the overlap between porting and Life Cocoon there because it was Touch of Death, so I kind of get it. You know, usually you don't want to overlap those two cooldowns, but I in that situation that's pretty good. So yeah, it looks like we're just trying to do as much damage to Pally here. I think Pally is the kill target. Windwalkers are very difficult. Ooh. Okay. Oh my god, you actually hard skip you there. I thought you were going in to do damage. Okay. All right, I can see now we're pushing in for the double leg sweep, which is good. You're going to go for the leg sweep off of the asphyxiate. Good. Really good because this guy is playing relentless. So this guy has no way out and the Pally's kind of low. You have a charge of Crucible Flame, which is nice. That's safeguard from the Holy Pally. And then you have port. Yeah, you have port, but we're out of range of it. Where's your port? Okay, perfect. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. What you did right here was exactly what I was talking about. When you finally get some breathing room away from the Windwalker monk, or whatever DPS, it doesn't even need to be a Windwalker, any DPS, just try to replace your port in a newer position, better position. One, it confuses them, and two, so it gives them a little bit of time to try to adjust, and then two, it actually gets it makes you farther away. So rolling away, we have, what do we have? We have Ring of Peace in 3 seconds, and we have Revival, and we have a Healing Elixir. That's what we have. So let's see what we can do. Monk's on you. I don't think we have Fortifying Brew either. No, we have Mana Tea, but Mana Tea is not going to keep you alive. So this is gonna be this is damage for sure. Yeah, there's Life Cocoon. That's fine. You also have Revival if you need the burst healing. But we have Port actually. Wait, time out. How long have we had Port for? Okay, never mind. I thought you had Port this whole time. We have Port now. So you definitely want to get, you have a roll right here, 1 charge of it. So I would suggest rolling and then porting just to get away. Juke the kick on the Windwalker there. Nice job. And you're at 80% mana. That's insane. So yeah, usually I have to say use Mana Tea, but 80% mana is perfect. Make sure you're keeping Renewing Mist on your teammates. I can see it dropping a few times here throughout these games. You know, it's kind of annoying to have to maintain it, but yeah, just make sure you're keeping Renewing Mist on everybody, including yourself here. You have no Renewing Mist on yourself, and you have Renewing Mist on the Death Knight, but they're targeting you. So just make sure. And with the previous games and this one and future games, use your charges of Renewing Mist as often as you can. It increases your healing with Vivifies, and it's just overall solid healing. We're trying to waddle to our port. Good job. You have Ring of Peace. Yes, use it. Great. Perfect. It gets rid of the images. I don't know if you meant to do it, but it actually, the images do a ton of damage too. So really good Ring of Peace on the images. That was kind of a wasted Ring of Peace from the Windwalker because they really can't do much off of it. There's Incap. And we have damage for the Pally. You actually have the most damage for the Pally. You have 2 stacks, and you already have 1 stack. So you're going to get a 1 stack into a 2 stack if you just press. Yes. Oh, there's Bubble. Perfect. Good. There's Port from the Windwalker. We have Incap. Don't freak out. You have Incap. And there's Fortifying Brew from the Windwalker. So we just need to get away, heal up. There's Healing Elixirs. Nice. Cocoon in 5 seconds. Windwalker doesn't have kick because you juked him. Ooh. Leg sweep off. You have Cocoon. Port. Perfect. Good job. Oh. Okay, touch of death again. I can understand it. I can understand the Life Cocoon. And I can see he's close to you. Versus other DPS, maybe try not to stack them. But first, in this situation, I don't mind that at all. Good job. And we're definitely ahead on mana. No kicks from the Windwalker. Super DR stun. Yeah, just start spamming. I mean, literally. Okay, there's Incap. Windwalkers are so annoying. Roll away from the fist, which is nice. Fortifying Brew. Yeah, now he has kick, so we kind of want to. There's Juke. Yeah, no, just start spamming it. I'm telling. Yep, spam it. Get Enveloping Mist out too. This is one of those situations where Enveloping Mist isn't bad because this guy has no kick. The Pally has no way to stop you. So what I would do is maybe. Where did you roll away from the monk? Like right here, you use Fortifying Brew. Good job, good use of it. Oh, you have Mana Tea. Oh, in 9 seconds. Okay, got ahead of myself there. But yeah, good juke on the Windwalker here. And then we have Port back. So you definitely you want to use Port off cooldown because your Port is much shorter than the Windwalker's. And if you give the Windwalker, and if you don't Port often, the Windwalker is going to have Port when you have it. So you definitely want to use it off cooldown. I can see your Port is right here. And we have 1 Chi Torpedo. So got to make it count. You got to roll this way, I'd say, and then Port. Well, actually, timeout. Incap this Fist of Fury. Roll away. Port. Yes, good. Okay. All right, this is fine. We're healing up. We're recovering. Roll. Yes. Do it. And then Port. Oh no. Opposite way. We're going the opposite way. We have Cocoon in 4 seconds too. And we have Human Racial. Good. Now you can Port. Nice. And Pally Zoom. So yeah. Life Cocoon on the Death Knight there. Incap on you. Aura Mastery from the Oh, good Ring of Peace on the Aura Mastery there. Oh, he's so dead. Dispel the Hodge. Very good way to end that game. Oh wait, that was the last one, was it? No way. No, one more. But that was overall, this game was really good. Just I know versus Windwalkers and the touch of death thing to port in Life Cocoon. Excuse me. Obviously in this situation it's good, but just make sure you don't get in the habit of overlapping Cocoon with port. Versus Windwalkers, it's not really overlap because you actually do need to do it. And for porting, just make sure you're, depending on where you are in the map, make sure you're just resetting it. So when you're running around this pillar, make sure your port's here, roll this way, port back. If you come over here to this ledge, put your port over here, roll away, port back, you know? One, it makes it easier for you, and two, you really good job this game, but you definitely are going to need help from your Death Knight the higher you get up in rating. So you want to stay somewhat close to your Death Knight. One, so he can Chains of Ice the monk. Even though there's freedoms, they do run out eventually. It's kind of annoying. Eventually, they do run out of freedoms. So Chains of Ice on the Windwalker is very good. And two, you want the... It just ooms the pally faster if you can get dots on both of them, pretty much. And it makes them oom. I don't know. Maybe you could have ended this game 30 seconds, a minute sooner if your Demon Hunter or Death Knight, I keep saying Demon Hunter, Death Knight was able to get dots on this guy. But overall, I actually really enjoyed this game. This was good, but port placement and staying relatively close to your DPS so that they can help you if you actually do need help. Also, light death grips when you get stunned are pretty good. Oh god, so toxic. This is fine. Definitely relentless. I don't know. Are you gonna get in time? You got it in time. Perfect. Again, maybe Tiger's Lust. I don't know. It's a small map, so Chi Torpedo is pretty good. But depending on how well you can kite, Tiger's Lust might be more beneficial. But we'll see. I'm excited. They're probably gonna go you. So kind of expected. Safeguard. I think you're playing Safeguard, so I actually really like your UI too. This mana bar is like super clean. Very nice. So we have port down, Fist of Fury, statues down, getting those renewing mist out. There's touch death. So we're out of range. Or no, we're not out of range. We should probably just port. Definitely just port. But that was a weak. Oh, I was gonna say. I was gonna say that touch death was weak, but then it popped off. Life Cocoon from the Windwalker. There's roll from the Windwalker. Good port right in the middle of the map. Perfect. For those of you who don't know, like, keeping your port in the middle of the map is really good because you can port to the middle of the map and just roll away. And that's pretty much goes for any map, you know? So really good placement there. Incap on you. It's okay. I don't think, like, they're going to kill your Death Knight. So it's kind of a little bit of a waste of port, of paralysis on you. So that's nice. I would definitely get a statue down. Oh, I think you did replace your ports. That's good. Good. Yep. And you can see the Windwalkers is right here. So his port isn't on yours. And this kiting. See, this is what I'm talking about from the last game. So the last game, you stayed far away from your Death Knight. It was a little bit of a bigger map, so I can get it. Might be a little bit more difficult. But right here, you're staying close to your Death Knight. You can see these Chains of Ice on the Windwalker Monk. So nice, right? Look at him. Look at this guy. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Getting this little help, the roots and slows from your Unholy DK is so nice for you. It sucks for the monk or for the Death Knight, but it's really nice for you. Roll away, nice. Pour it up. I mean, that's the name of the game in this map. That is literally that's textbook, right? That's what you do on this map. So, incap on the mistweaver here. I don't know if you need to, I don't think you should leg sweep. He's gonna go for a double leg sweep potentially. No. There's a double leg sweep. Versus Windwalkers and Monks. You definitely want to stay close to your Death Knight, but not stacked. Good port. Yeah, I don't know how this Windwalker is able to stay in this arena. I'd be so annoyed. But there's Tiger's Lust from the Windwalker. So now the Chains of Ice is going to be really, really good versus this guy. Good leg sweep. Oh, perfect leg sweep. Unless it was DR. Was that DR? I didn't think it was. No, it's full. All right, Zen Focus T from the other Mistweaver. Port down. Yeah, I mean, It says so far so good. I would maybe say don't, like, you're behind this pillar right here. You're behind the pillar. Well, one, make sure you get Renewing Mist on your Death Knight. That's step one. Always, whenever you have a charge of Renewing Mist, use it. Even if they're at like 90% health and they have Renewing Mist, make sure you are always recharging Renewing Mist charges. And two, as far as positioning goes, the goal is to just stay to the pillar and just line the Windwalker. So when you're here, like this is fine. This is good. So don't push out here and like get close to this Windwalker, because this Windwalker is literally trying to kill you, you know? So I would stay behind the pillar, stay here. And if this Windwalker wants to push behind the pillar and get out of position to push you, that's fine. He is out of position. You have charged the Crucible Flame, like, which you haven't used this game, so I would recommend using them. So let him push into you. Don't push into him. You want him to be the aggressive one, getting out of line or out of position, and then you can capitalize on that by killing him. But I would recommend probably using... Alright, there's Crucible Flame. Oh no, that's Ancient Flame Hot. That was your port. Oh no. There's port. So this Life Cocoon was probably avoidable if you just ported, I think. So like a couple inches further and you could have just ported, but that's okay. There's Life Cocoon. Nothing we can do about it. Juke the kick there. Oh no, you didn't. You got kicked. Roll away. Good. Windwalker follows you. Port back up. That's it. That's what you have to do. And then you haven't used any... I don't think you've used Crucible Flame once this game. No. So try to use Crucible Flame a little bit more often. For sure. Alright. Monk's on you. Double leg sweep. Yeah, this is this is more of a positioning problem than anything else. It's just make sure... I mean, it's good. It's good. Versus this to stay stacked, not stay stacked, stay close to your Death Knight, but don't stack on them, because they can get double leg sweeps, and that's how you die. The double leg sweeps into the Fist of Fury, into Whirling Dragon Punch. It's so much damage. Good Chains of Ice on the monk here. If you ever roll away, that'd be really nice, but I don't think we have it. No. Good incap there. Yeah, don't... I would say, like right here, when you paralysis, try to get away. But I can see I can see what you're doing. But now we're out of range of port right here. Now it's awkward. But good port up. Good. And something you can do is, you see how this monk doesn't really have a port up here? What you can do is you could use Ring of Peace right here. Right here on the ramp coming up, and just completely just shut down his mobility to get to you. Like, yeah, I would recommend trying to do that. Ring of Peace here. I don't know if he has Ring of Peace. Yeah, so that's when... Yeah, that Ring of Peace kind of hurts us a little bit, but that's okay. I don't know if this Windwalker Monk... Good grip on the Flying Dragon Kick there. We should probably be focusing on healing right now. We're doing a lot of running and jumping. Let's see. Okay. So, like... right here. I don't know if we have any healing elixirs either. So right about here, when we jump down and then we get the grip here, this is a good time to pop that Mana Tea and just start. I mean, you can throw an enveloping on yourself, use a healing elixir, and then start healing your Death Knight. Yeah. I think we just accidentally jumped down. Yeah, that's fine too. That's okay. But now we lost a lot of time healing, and if he has a full leg sweep for you, it's going to be trouble. So there's Life Cocoon on the Death Knight there. And we have port up, which is nice, good. And we just roll away. Oh, we put port on your port, so that's kind of awkward. Oh, I think that was the mistweaver. I'm getting confused, but yeah. There's Ring of Peace from one of them. There's Human Racial. That's your safeguard. You have Revival. Let's see. Alright, good. There, I think. Yep. Trying to juke the kick here. That's Karma. You might want to dispel that dot on you. Good port up. Yeah, nice. Good. Monk try again. Yeah, just focus on healing. The monk isn't going to kill you. Unless he does. No. There we go. Good. Perfect. So like right here, like it's okay for single target healing, and you're this low, you should definitely be trying to use an enveloping mist. It's the fastest way and one of the most efficient ways to heal up. Perfect. Enveloping mist, get a revivify out, great. And you also have a healing elixir, so that is good. Let's see. So this is the Windwalker back on you. You got your port back. So again, really good from you. See, that slows, the slows on the Windwalker are so good because by the time the Windwalker gets back to you, you already have port back. So it makes it really hard. So you could just port as soon as it gets to you. Perfect. Look at that. It's so nice. Thunder Focus Tea to Vivify. Fist of Fury. And now what you can do is, yes, so when you come up here, ring a piece, that's your ramp coming up, and the Windwalker will have no way to get to you, and he'll be stuck on the Death Knight. So we have Mana Tea back. Mana Tea used instantly, which is very nice to see. There's a Crucible. So that we are 6 minutes or 5.5 minutes into this game, and that's the first time you've used a stack of Crucible Flame. So just make sure you're using it more often, because even though it doesn't seem like a lot of damage in the moment, it does damage. I can reassure you. You'll end up with maybe 1.5 million damage at the end of the game, which adds up, especially in twos. Ring of Peace here. Ring of Peace here, Ring of Peace. That was definitely the mistweavers. Incap. You got a Tendril on you. Hopefully your Death Knight can kill it. I think he's out of line, so we can't, but I guess you're both out of line, so that's kind of nice. And then here's, again, stacking versus monks. Even just one is bad, but stacking against two is tough. So stay close to your Death Knight, but don't stack on top of each other, because that's how they get their pressure. So we have port, great. I would definitely heal up. Yep, and dispel maybe. Yep, dispel the Karma dot, dispel these dots. Enveloping Mist. Oh, I would dispel. Okay. Get a Renewing Mist out. Oh. Okay. So pretty much all this game really came down to is just positioning, because you were doing fine with ports. You were doing fine with kiting. But what it really came down to is positioning. Stacking on top of even just a Windwalker is bad. But when both your teammates, when you and your Death Knight stack, and they're able to consistently get double leg sweeps, it's so hard. I mean, it's just this Force Cocoon alone right here, just no cooldowns, just leg sweep and Fist of Fury. So try to always, no matter what map it is, stay close enough to your Death Knight where he can get Chains of Ice or grip if you're in trouble, but don't stack is very important to do. And then the second thing this game was use Crucible Flame more for damage, or just use Crucible Flame in general, because it wasn't used a lot that game, and the damage adds up. I know it's not a lot, like I know you can see, but you only use it twice that game, and look at where your damage is. Or you're at 258,000 and you've only used it twice. So definitely use it more often. But I think that, yeah, that was the last game. Okay, let me bring it back to these first games. Let me see. So this game was more of just an overlap of cooldowns. In the beginning, you want to stagger your cooldowns kind of often. So Trinket and Life Cocoon is fine, but you overlapped with IBFs, with your Death Knight's IBF. So you definitely want to use one or the other, not both. And then you overlap Zen Focus Tea and Disarm. Again, you want to stagger those, because they ultimately they achieve the same thing. If you get kicked, you can disarm, and if you don't have disarm, you can just use Zen Focus Tea if they have kicks. So try to stagger those cooldowns when there's kicks available. This game was pretty solid. I think this was overall a good game. I don't think there was we used disarm more. Yeah. This one was disarm. You try to use disarm more often, even if they're not killing you. If they kidney shot your demon, your Death Knight, just use Disarm and stop so much damage. And then yeah, if they're on you and you can see that the rogue's like running at you, where's the like rogue's like running at you like somewhere. Yeah, right here, the rogue is running at you. This is a perfect time to use Disarm. Like, so good. No trinket, not on DR for Disarm. So good. Disarm or port, really good. But this was a solid game. And then this one was this one was a solid game too, but I know it can seem awkward, but if this guy used combustion after this, you were in a lot of trouble. So definitely stopping the GPIs. Even trinketing a sap is really important. You probably could have definitely good job saving trinket, because you could have gotten blinded off this. So good job. But I think you guys kind of slayed out. This game and this game were just really good. Like, really good job. These two games. Just this game was more came down to like positioning and replacing your port and stuff. But overall, this was a very good game. And then this one was positioning. Again, this one was don't stack. Oh, this last game was really good, but stay close to your Death Knight. And then this one was good game, but don't stay so close to your Death Knight. Between both these games, especially versus any type of monk, but especially versus Windwalker monks, you don't want to stack. Double leg sweeps are like where the pressure comes from. You know, they didn't have a lot of pressure when you were porting away, but as soon as you stack up and he's able to get the Fist of Fury channel on both you guys into the Rising Sun Kick, into Whirling Dragon Punch, the cleave pressure is out of control. So stay close enough to your Death Knight where he can grip you if you get leg sweeps and you're in trouble, or if he needs to Chains of Ice you to slow down the Windwalker, but stay far away where they can't get the double leg sweep. But I think that's pretty much it. Really good games, just positioning, using more cooldowns when you have to, and that's pretty much it. Again, if you have any more footage, please feel free to send it to me, or if anyone does, like, please feel free to submit it to me. And thank you again. I really do appreciate it, Lyvie. Lyvie, Levi. I appreciate it. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this helped, and I'll see you later.